Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do 4 bridal drapes. We're going to start off with the Gujarati Drape, and then we're going to transition to the Nivi Drape, and then a CancanSaree Drape, and finally finish with the Bengali Drape. I chose this order because the pallu, as you'll see, will get progressively longer, and so it'll be easy for us to transition. But whatever drape you decide to wear, you won't have that problem, so let's get started. You'll want to iron the entire sari for all 4 drapes, so let's just get this out of the way. Once you've ironed the sari, you want to pleat the pallu. For the Gujarati Drape, we're going to pleat it pretty short. Like, I'm not gonna do a huge length, it's gonna be pretty much like around my hips. And so I'm just gonna pleat the pallu that length. Take the first pleat and lay it over the next layer, and repeat that until you get to the other end. When you've pleated the pallu, you want to lay it over your right shoulder and make sure that it's the length that you want. So I'm happy with this length. I'm just going to fan out the pleats and make sure that they stay in place when I go to drape them. The Gujarati Drape starts off pretty much the same as the Nivi Drape. Once you've tucked it around, you want to just take the other end of the pallu, bring it around and lay it over your right shoulder. And then you want to follow this edge closest to your body and start pleating. You guys can check out my pleating tutorial for the easiest, quickest way to pleat your sari and get these perfect pleats. So you want to leave a little bit of sari or fabric here so it creates this fold. And the biggest difference between the Nivi Drape and the Gujarati Drape is that the pleats face the right way. So they face this way. This is the Nivi Drape and this is the Gujarati Drape. You can stagger the pleats like you do for the Nivi Drape. The pleats are nice and beautiful, and then tuck them in. So once you've tucked in these pleats, you want to bring your pallu, and you can take it back here and kind of pin it back here. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. You can totally do that, and I think I'm going to do that today too. Or you can just leave it in front like this. That's totally cool too. Just make sure it kind of like lines up with these. And I've added a belt, and this is the Gujarati Drape. Next, we're gonna do the Nivi Drape. For the Nivi Drape, you want to take a longer pallu. So I'm just repleating the pallu. And it's the same idea applies. You just create a pleat and lay it over the next fold. It's a little harder to do now that I just pleated for the Gujarati Drape. Like, that's why it's really important that you iron your sari, because if there's folds in the sari, it just makes it harder for you to get those pleats perfectly. Once I'm happy with the pleats, I'm just going to press them all down so that they create these crisp pleats for me to work with while I'm draping. I'm just going to iron down the chest pleats because I like them to look pressed and neat, but this is totally an optional step, especially if the sari you're using is not puffy and it will, conform to your body. Okay, so let's do the Nivi Drape. Just bring my pallu around, and I'm going to put it on my left shoulder. So I have this loop of fabric. This is what I'm going to pleat. You want to make sure you have like that much of fabric and you don't pleat this part. I'm going to shake out my pleats, let them go, and then stagger them and pin them together. Okay, and when you go to tuck in the front pleats, you want to make sure you tuck it in without this fabric that you have left. And I'll show you why in a moment. Okay, so you're going to reach underneath all of your pleats, pull this, and guide the fabric and take as many hip pleats as you'd like. And then do a little twist and tuck it into your right hip. And you have your beautiful hip pleats. Look at that! You're going to take any extra material here, you're just going to fold it forward and tuck it in. This is so that this pleat does not open up. And then you're going to bring your pallu and you're pretty much done. So fix your pleats how you like them to be. If this is for your wedding and you're the bride, what I would do is I would actually take a straightener and iron these down like this. So it's really just conforms to your body. Because as you see here, it's kind of like I've ironed this much, but I didn't iron this part. And of course, With the Nivi Drape, I always recommend wearing a waist chain. And this is the Nivi Drape. Next, we're going to do the Can Drape. For the Can Drape, you can keep the same pleats that you used for the Nivi Drape, so the pallu does not change, and I'm going to put that over my left shoulder. The rest of the sari, I'm going to pleat and tuck in to the back. So once you've pleated it, you're just going to tuck it into the back, the leftover fabric, and pleat down the side. And then this part is just going to be tucked into the front. And that's it. You can fix up the pleats to make sure you're happy with how they look. And add a belt if you'd like a more structured look. And this is the Can Drape. Now on to the Bengali Drape. For the Bengali Drape, we're going to start off the same way as the Nivi Drape. Once you get to the front though, you're going to just take the pallu and put it on your left shoulder, like so. And then this part, you're going to take very wide pleats, and I'm going to show you how. You're going to tuck in as you go. Once you get to the end and closer to your pallu, you're just going to take that extra bit and tuck it into the back of your drape. And then finally, you're just going to take the pallu, take the end of it, create some very rough pleats here on the corner, and then pin it to your blouse. And this is the Bengali Drape. I hope you enjoyed a look at 4 of the most popular bridal drapes today. I'd love to know which one was your favorite. Comment below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in a future video.